Let's look at nitrogen. The reservoir for nitrogen is in the atmosphere. It's approximately 78% of the atmosphere is nitrogen. None of this atmospheric nitrogen is biologically active, or is chemically active for that matter. When you look at nitrogen, if you want to do specific things in the laboratory and you need to have an environment that is free of oxygen, what they often do is take nitrogen gas and they will fill up the volume with nitrogen gas because it is inert. It doesn't react easily with things. Plant tissue normally contains between 3 and 6% nitrogen on a dry matter basis. You take your dry matter, 3 to 6% of it is going to be nitrogen. Somewhere around 90% or a little more is going to be carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen is followed by nitrogen as far as concentration in dry matter goes. Young active growing tissues have a greater concentration because this is where all the action is occurring. All of these are produced in the young active growing areas. It moves within the tissue, which means nitrogen can be taken out of a place where it is found as a source, like in old tissue, to a place where it is needed, a sink that you would find in young tissue. Nitrogen has an effect on growth. It has an effect on color. It has an effect on disease proneness, on hot, cold, drought hardiness. Nitrogen is one of the premier molecules that you have to have in plant tissues. Major functions include enzymes and vitamins. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll looks like this. The center part of it, you've got your magnesium molecule. Around that, you've got your nitrogen. Nitrogen, therefore, is very important. You find it in amino acids and proteins. The amino acids will often look like this. They will have at least one, possibly two amine groups. You've got the carbon bonded to the amine bonded to an acid group. That is going to give you what we call the amino acid. They're all found in proteins. You also have nucleic acids that would look like this. You can see the nitrogens throughout the structure of the nucleic acid as well. Therefore, metabolic functions of nitrogen come in here. When we look at metabolism, we often talk about ammonium metabolism. Ammonium itself can be toxic if concentrations go up. The plant is always using this and moving into a place where it's got a low concentration of free ammonia. This looks at glutamate, which is a amino acid. If you take an ammonium with glutamate and the enzyme glutamate synthase, adding in ATP, you will get glutamine, which has 2 ammoniums on it. If you take the glutamine with the 2-oxoglutarate, which does not have any nitrogens on it, and you use glutamate synthetase, the NAD is used up, this will give you 2 glutamates. This is the way which ammonia can be picked up and then it can be transferred. We call that transfer process a transamination. Through transamination, it is very possible to take ammonium and add it onto other chemicals where it is needed. You can see a process like this, if we're doing it one nitrogen atom at a time, is going to take a tremendous amount of repetitions to be able to generate all the material we need for all of the proteins. The plant is able to generate all the amino acids it needs, whereas with a human, we have to pick up certain amino acids in our diet because we can't produce them. Part of it is because the structure of the material, whereas plants produce all of the different structures. With humans, we don't produce all of the structures. Therefore, we must consume these materials already made because we don't have the pathways to be able to transaminate the materials properly.